This video will serve as a tutorial for finding sources using the MACU Library databases and compiling those sources into a reference page in APA format. You'll notice we're starting our video here on the One Login home screen. When you sign in to One Login, this is the landing page, and you'll notice there are different tiles for each MACU application. For this video, we're going to be locating a MACU Library database. We always encourage you to use the MACU Library databases. These are vetted academic resources that we know to be true and of high quality, and we always encourage you to use when you're completing reference assignments. So we're going to type in EBSCO Discovery and use this database. This is our most comprehensive research database. It searches over 60 databases all at once for you. Now this may take a moment to open as it is a rather large database, just depending on your internet speed. And that will bring you to this interface for the EBSCO Discovery. The first thing we'll do is type our topic into the search bar. This may be a topic that you choose yourself, or it may be assigned to you by your instructor. For the purposes of this video, we're going to be searching for C.S. Lewis. All of the results of our search are listed here by relevance, so we should find the best fit for our search topic towards the top. To open the full text, look for the link below the title and the summary. If you have the full text open, notice the toolbar at the top of the page. Each one of these tools may be useful to you as you gather and review your sources. You can hover over each one to see what the tool is. For this video, we're going to be using the citation tool to format our reference. This tool will format our citations into whichever style we choose from the drop-down menu. Now you'll notice that there are several styles here, as different universities prefer different styles. For this assignment, we're going to be using APA. The citations can look very different based on the style you choose, so be careful to change this to the style you're assigned each time. This citation does look correct and complete, so I'm going to copy it to my clipboard and paste it into the Microsoft Word document that I'm using for my reference page. You can see here that I already have 3 other citations pasted into my document. Now each one of these citations is formatted in APA format, but I still need to format the entire page. The first thing I want to do is make sure that I'm using the proper font and the proper font size. I'm going to highlight my entire text and change this to Times New Roman, and make sure that I'm using a 12-point font. Next, I need to make sure that my page is double spaced throughout. Now you can see that there is already a double space between the citations. However, a proper format would be to double space the entire page without leaving a double space between the citations. In order to accomplish this, I'm going to highlight all my text again and come up here to the line spacing settings and go to line spacing options. I'm going to find the line spacing option for double space and also check the box that says don't add space between paragraphs of the same style. And that properly double spaces my citations without leaving an extra double space between citations. Now what you'll notice is that several of our citations are more than 1 line long. For example, this first one is 3 lines long. These citations do appear to run together on the page. In order to make the citations more visually separated, we want to use a hanging indent, which you can think of as the opposite of a paragraph. So with a paragraph, usually the first line is indented and the rest of the paragraph is not. A hanging indent is the first line is not indented and the additional lines are. In order to do this, I want to highlight my text, come back up to the line spacing options, and this time I want to find an indentation, and under special I want to choose hanging and hit OK. You can see here that the citation now has a hanging indent. I want to do this individually to every citation that takes up more than one line. Which includes the second and the third citations. And you'll notice that I don't need to do that for my fourth citation, which is only one line. Now my next step is to alphabetize my citations. I want to alphabetize these by the first word in the citation. And I'm going to do this just by copy and pasting the entire citation into the correct order. So I'm going to highlight this, copy. I want this to be first, so I'm going to make room for it here. Delete it from here. This one will need to go to the end. And now I have all of my citations in the correct alphabetical order with the correct font and the font size, double spaced without an extra double space between the citations, and I've used a hanging indent for all of the citations that are more than one line. Now I'm almost done. The last step is to add the title at the top. This needs to be references in bold, centered at the top of the page. The only thing left is to save this and upload it.